Hey everybody, I am Ashley Sefton and I am coming at you today to talk about coaching and how it's affected my life. So basically, I started out as a challenger, just like most of you. I was somebody like an all-star challenger. I mean, I can call myself that because it was actually true. I checked in every day. I was showing up within the group and posting sweaty selfies and really trying to make the most out of our fit family because I knew that checking in and being accountable was going to be my keys to success. So that was right after I had my second baby, and I had kind of hit a plateau after a certain point. I knew that I needed to up my nutrition game and go all in with another program because I had done a couple rounds of 21 Day Fix. So I knew I wanted to do 80 Day Obsession, which was 6 days a week. And I was working full time. I have two little kids. So I'm like, how can I make this happen? So they were my coach, Kelly, and a couple of the other coaches were revving up to do the launch. And they asked me to join them. And I didn't want to because I was scared. I was afraid I was going to fail. All of the negative self-talk that you could think of. So I said no. And I just watched. I watched them succeed. I watched them start getting amazing, massive results. I watched them work it into their own life that's just as busy as mine, if not busier. And they made it work. And that made me see that I could do it too. So I started doing it. And I didn't tell anybody because I was, once again, afraid of failing. And it was great. I was like back to my all-star challenger status. I was not cheating. I was not drinking. I was on the road to get some really bomb results, and I was really excited about it, right? Like immediately, as soon as you go all in with your nutrition, like the bloat goes away, the digestion gets better, you feel better, and that all happened for me. So people started noticing, and people were asking me all the time, Ashley, what are you doing? Like, you look amazing. You just had a baby. And I'm like, thanks. I've been working my tail off. So I people wanted to join, and I was not a coach at that point. So I went to my coach and I was like, Cal, I have a couple people, they're interested in the program. What do you want me to do with that? And I had kind of already been in the back of my mind thinking that coaching might be for me just because I like to inspire people. It makes you feel good as a coach to inspire people when people come to you and say, you're so motivating, I wish I could do what you do. And you can say you can because you have the tools to show them. So she's like, you can either give me their emails and I can reach out to them, or you can just become a coach yourself. And that was kind of like the breaking point for me where I was like, okay, well, let me just try it and see what happens. So I figured the best thing about this business is that you can do it however you want. If you want to be a CEO and you want to build a business like that grows every month, kids are in the background, that grows every month and your team grows all the time, you can do that. If you want to be a hobby coach where you just sign up your friends and here and there make some side money to pay for your shakes and stuff, you can do that too. So that's kind of where I started off, and now I'm growing this business that seems, I mean, kind of unstoppable to me. You know, every month we try to hit goals, and sometimes some months are harder than others, but that's okay because you go at your own pace. There's no boss on the other end of an email or on the other end of a desk that's telling you you have to hit this goal or what else. I mean, it's really what you want to make for your own business and your own bank account and your team. So I think the biggest things for coaching for me that have impacted my life so far is that I have been the most accountable ever in my own fitness journey because I'm not only showing up for myself anymore. I'm showing up for all my challengers because they need me, right? Like if I show up to them as a quitter and I'm giving up on myself and breaking promises to myself like I always did before, and they're going to do the same things, and they need a positive motivator in their lives. That's why they come to us, right? So most accountable ever in my fitness journey. I did not sign up for Beachbody coaching for the money. We are very fortunate where we are right now. It was more that, I wanted to have the accountability and to help my friends. But now that I have been helping people every month, I mean, the money comes with that. So now it's like extra fun money for us, Like I can go to Florida and have a girls' weekend with no guilt. I can go shopping because I like to shop. No, that is no secret. I can do that with no guilt, I don't have to worry about things like that. because I did drop my status at the hospital around the same time that I became a coach, and it's not a big deal because we haven't had to change our lifestyle at all because of the money that I've been making from coaching. And then lastly, I'd say the community of girlfriends that we have now, you don't hang out with them all the time. I know any of you that are a parent kind of know that you don't really have that much time for friends, but you make friends, right? Like you make friends with other coaches, you make friends with your challengers. I have constant messages from girls on my team all the time, not only the coaches but the challengers, just checking in, gabbing about kid stuff, girl stuff, whatever. So I think that like the community portion is really unbeatable as well. So if you're thinking about joining, I think you should. It's changed my life in so many ways, and I think that there's no other way to know what it feels like to get some side money, to get some new girlfriends, to be more accountable for yourself than to join. I mean, it's a win-win. If you have any questions about this, I'd love to answer them. Drop it in the comments below or send me a message.